we can come back to the mat, and we'll just find a bit of peace. So just grab a pillow. I usually use this one. You can also sit on the floor or on a chair, and try to sit such that your back is straight. So I sit usually cross-legged. You can also sit on your heels, just like that. And just find your most comfortable position. And then start taking a few deep breaths, and you can now close your eyes. Just find your rhythm. Your heart is still pumping probably, so let it calm down. You can drop your jaw, so maybe you open a little bit your mouth. And the chin is slightly tucked in, so it's slightly towards the neck. Don't force it, just bring it slightly towards the neck. And you can imagine that there is a rope that is attached to the top of your head, and it's pulling you up towards sky. So you really feel this rope pulling you up, and it's really lengthening your back and making your back really straight. So today's practice will involve a lot of strength and core. And this quality in yoga we associate with the element of fire. So maybe in the meditation today you want to contemplate fire. What does fire mean to you? How do you relate to it? Maybe you are afraid of it, or maybe it gives you energy, or for you means passion, or whatever that means for you. So maybe you stay with this, and otherwise you can, as usual, focus on the breath. So focus on the path that the breath is taking through your body, all the way from the nostril, the throat, the chest, and the belly. And otherwise just stay in a state of open mind. So let any thoughts that come to your mind just come. Don't worry if you have a lot of thoughts. This is also fine. And if you feel overwhelmed at any point, you can just come back to the breath or focus on the sounds that are in your room right now. And otherwise, we will stay here in silence for about 10 minutes. Take a deep breath. If at any point your position becomes uncomfortable, just change it. You can exchange the legs or completely change your sitting position, it's fine. And slowly you can open your eyes and come back. Welcome back. I hope that for some of you that are now meditating with me for a few days in a row, this is getting easier. And if this was your first time, don't worry, it does get easier with time. Great. So today we're going to sweat. So we're going to really use up the fire which is within us. So we will bring a lot of heat, but also fire in yoga means transformation. So we will welcome this transformative power. So let's come standing up. Great. And we start by bringing the weight from one leg to the other. You can spread the arms. And as you see, I'm kind of moving my whole torso as if it's one block. So I'm not really moving the hips at all, the upper torso. And let's go a bit faster. Let's go bend the knees. Breathe. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. A few more breaths. Maybe you bend deeper. Then we come back up, straighten the legs. And we release the arms. We bring the feet hip distance apart. And we start with one foot, just tapping the foot on the ground. So you can bring the hands on the hips. And just tap, tap, tap. You should feel it on your lower leg. I already feel it. And then we change foot. The same. Keep breathing. Great. Let's lift the right leg and start making circles with the right foot. Make sure that all your weight is going through the left leg and the foot, and you're putting equal weight on the foot as if the foot was a rectangle, and you're putting the weight on the four corners of this rectangle. So you're not too much on one side or the other, or the front or the back of the foot. And remember, you have a string attached to the top of your head that is pulling you up, up, up. Great. Let's also do some circles with the hips. Keep breathing. Change the side of the circles. And now we will stay with the leg up, and we will bring the leg all the way back. You can keep your hands on the hips here, or you can open the hands to the side. Look down on the floor, so the neck is following the same line as the spine. Again, feel the pull of the rope at the top of your head. So the head is really pulling forward, and the foot that is lifted is really pulling back. So you really have a strong stretch. Extend the arms out, spread the fingers. Left leg is strong on the ground. Stay here, a few more breaths. Keep breathing. And we can bring down the right foot. Very nice. Let's just move the weight from side to side for a bit. And then we repeat with the left leg. So we bring the left leg up. Start with circles of the foot. The hands can come on the hips. Change direction of your circles. Now circles with the hip. And we change direction. And now we let the left leg extend out and back, and the arms open to the side. Palms are looking down and the fingers are spread. Stretch. The two hands are really pushing in opposite direction, the same way as the head and the back foot. Keep breathing. Stay strong on the right foot. And we bring the left foot down. Nice. Change a bit the weight from side to side. Maybe you want to shake a bit the legs, also the arms. Great. And now we again bring the feet hip distance apart. And we're going to slowly bend the knees and sit back. So ideally here, the knees don't come forward, more forward than the ankles. So the knees should be beyond the ankles. And we sit back and we bring the hands forward and up. Keep the shoulders far from the ears. So don't, if you notice that you have the shoulders want to come towards the ears, pull them down and away from the ears. Open the chest. Maybe you want to keep your, rather than having the arms straight, you want to bend the arms. So you end up like this. And really sit back. Keep breathing. We are activating the core. And now, with the next inhale, we come on the toes. So very slowly, controlled, you lift the heels, and you come on the toes. And you stay in the chair. Keep breathing. I promised you sweat. Stay here. A few more breaths. And then slowly we come all the way up, stay on the toes. All the way up, stretch to the sky, really pull up. And then exhale and release to the floor. Let's move to the back of the mat. And we go all the way up, so we inhale all the way up. And exhale all the way down to the mat. Inhale, come halfway up. The hands are on the top of the thighs and we push back on the thighs. So kind of like pushing back the hips and the buttocks. And with the head, we on the other side push opposite direction. So again, we have the back straight and stretching. Inhale. Exhale all the way to the mat. Once again, inhale halfway up. Exhale all the way to the mat. We bring the hands all the way to the front of the mat. We go into a plank pose. So strong plank. And now we're going to lift the right foot. And if you like, you can stay here. If this is too much, you can stay in normal plank. If today is not the day, you can also bring the knees down. That's also fine. Otherwise, we lift the right leg and we bring the right leg to the right elbow. And then back out and back in. Inhale out, exhale to elbow. Last one. Bring the foot down in plank. Lift the left leg. You can do it. All right, stay here. If you like, you can bring it to the elbow. Strong, a few more. Come on. Keep breathing. And bring the left foot down. And now we move forward and slowly down all the way to the mat. Whew. Untuck your toes so the top of the feet are pushing back on the mat. The hands come together in front of your face, of your head. And you can place the forehead on the mat. Release, let's go. Let's take a few deep breaths here to relax. You're doing awesome. So bring the hands by the side of your body now. And with the next inhale, we're gonna lift the head, the feet, and the hands. So let's inhale. Lift from the floor. Stay here a few breaths. And release to the floor. Just relax for a moment. You can turn your head and put the cheek on the mat. Let the shoulders drop on the mat. This should be very comfy. And now let's bring the hands by the chest, untuck the toes, and push back into downward facing dog. So we push here the hands and the feet in opposite direction, as if we are about to tear the mat apart. So we really want to break the mat in half. The sacrum is really pushing up and away from the hands. The back is straight. Shoulders are far from the ears, also here. So we try to open the chest. If you feel that this is hard for you, just make more space between the hands, such that you force the chest to be more open. And now we take a big inhale, a big exhale. Next inhale, we lift the right foot up all the way to the sky, and then we bring it to the nose. Inhale out, bring it to the nose. Inhale out, exhale in. Last one. Place the foot down. Take a walk with the feet. If you feel tired, you can always take a break and just put the knees down and stay here and take a moment. Otherwise, we walk. Lift the left foot up And we bring it to the nose. Inhale out. And last one. Bring the foot down and bring the knees down. And we go into a baby pose. So we just sit on the heels and let the forehead drop on the ground. Whew. You can also bring the hands by the side of your legs. Also very relaxing. We stay here for a few deep breaths. Take the deepest breaths you've taken all day. We are only halfway through the practice. So let's bring the hands in front of us and come to all fours, so hands and knees. The feet are, the top of the feet is really glued to the mat here. And so let's just do a couple of arching of the back. So we arch in, and then we arch out. You can sync your breath here. And different people, the breath in this pose works in either way. So you can inhale on the arching in or arching out, whatever feels better for you. And next, we will stay here and we will lift the knees by about a couple of centimeters. So really a small lift. I don't know if you can even see it. And we just stay here. Strong shoulders, strong hands. Push with the back of the, with the top of the feet on the mat. Hold it, breathe, and release down to the mat. Let's take a few more arching of the back. Maybe we also start doing circles with the hips. So circle one way, and then the other way. And then come to neutral position. And we extend the right foot and the left hand. Extend out and inhale out and exhale, bring the hand to the knee. Inhale out, exhale in. Two more. And release to the ground. Change side. Left leg goes out, right hand goes out. extend as much as you can, and then in. Extend out. Great. And let's go once again back into a baby pose. So this time we can go to extended baby pose. So really open the knees as far as the mat, and the feet come together, and then we just melt to the ground. If you want a deeper stretch, you can stay on your fingertips. So this allows the back to stretch a bit further. Great. Let's come back up and actually come to a sitting position. We bring the soles of the feet together. We give ourselves a little back massage, feet massage. I wish for back massage, clearly. And then we can start doing a little butterfly. So swing the knees up and down. The back is really straight here, so you can use the way that you are holding the feet to lengthen the back. So really lean back, basically, as you hold the feet. Keep breathing. And now we will keep the right foot where it is, more or less, to the pelvis. Extend the left leg out. We look towards the left foot, and we inhale and send the hands up to the sky, and exhale down to the foot. Really enjoy this stretch here. For once, we're not doing abs today. And then inhale all the way up to the center, to the sky. And once again, we bend to the left foot. We inhale up to the center, and we change foot. So left foot comes in and the right foot extends out. We look towards the right foot. We extend the hands to the sky. Inhale and really stretch up, and exhale to the right foot. Maybe your hand is at the foot, or maybe it's at the ankle, or at the knee even, that's all fine. Let's inhale to center and to the sky. Really stretch up, grab the clouds, or well, no clouds today, the sky, and exhale to the foot. Keep breathing. Inhale to center. We bring both foot extended out, the both legs out. And we bring the hands kind of behind the back, just to make sure that we keep the back straight. And now actually, maybe we want to create an angle. So we want to lean forward a bit. And you can help yourself with the hands to the back. And then you lift one leg at a time, and you stay with the leg lifted for as long as you can. Very strong pause. Few breaths. And release. Ah, other foot up. And release. We repeat it a few more times. So whenever you're ready, just go ahead, lift your leg, lift your foot. And release. Other side, let's lift. And release. Whew. All right, let's bring the legs to the cow pose. So the knees are stacked on top of one another. So I first bend one leg, so the knee is really in front of me, and then I bend the other leg on top of it. So the knees are really stacked on top of each other. Grab your feet. Maybe here you want to take a few movements with your back, just to relax. So you want to go maybe from side to side. This position is really versatile, so you can do whatever you want with the upper part, and you'll still have a nice stretch in the hips. And so let's inhale all the way up to the sky. And we exhale to the left side. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the right side. Once again, inhale to center. And we exhale to the front and down on the floor. I stay on my fingertips, and from the hands I kind of push back. So I'm pushing as if I'm pushing my sacrum more towards the mat. Stay here for a few breaths. Enjoy the stretch. And then slowly we lift up. We change the legs. So exchange your upper leg. Grab the feet. Let's just move a bit from side to side. Just explore the limited space that we have in this pose, which is quite actually confined. And then we inhale to center. And this time we open the arms and twist towards the right side. So I'm putting my left hand on the outer part of the right knee, and I twist back. And inhale to center. Same thing on the left side. Exhale and twist. As you inhale, try to stretch more and make the back straighter and really like grow taller. And as you exhale, twist deeper. So use your breath. We now once again to the sky, into the center. And we exhale to the front and on the mat. Stay on the fingertips and push back. Let's come back up. We release the legs and we come on our backs. So lay down on the back. Keep the legs bent. And now bring the interlace the fingers behind your head. Keep the elbows up. And now we lift the legs. So we just create a 90-degree angle with the knees on the floor. And now we're going to inhale and inhale right ear and exhale and come with the right elbow to the left knee and then down. Inhale down, exhale to knee. Inhale down, exhale to knee. We're gone for a while. Really exhale through the mouth, and you can do that really loud. A few more times. You can do this. Last two. Great. Release the feet on the ground. Oh, well done. You can bring the knees to the chest and hug them. And from here we will let both knees together fall on our left side. Bring the left hand on top of the knees, stack knees. Open the right arm towards the right side and look towards the right hand. Bring the feet back on to the center, and now they drop to the right side. Right hand comes on top of the knees and the left arm extends out and we look towards the left hand. Make sure that your shoulders are both on the mat. And we bring the knees back to center, and we grab with the hands under the knee, and we just give some momentum and roll a bit on the back. So just roll up and down. Oh. it. Okay. And then we stay with the feet on the mat and the knees bent. And we go all the way down with the head. So the back is on the mat. The hands come down by the side of the body. And we lift the hips up. So once the hips are up, you can interlace the fingers together below the hips and really push the hips up as much as you can in bridge. Breathe. And then slowly you can drop the hips. You can release the hands and drop the hips all the way to the ground. Extend the feet on the mat. So the whole body is now touching the ground. The palms are facing up. And we take a few deep breaths. You did awesome today. It's a very intensive abs practice. Just let your body relax, let go of everything. Really feel the weight of the body on the ground. You can let the mouth open a little bit, relax the face muscles. Around the eyes, the jaw. Bring back some movement to the body. So start with the hands and the feet. Just tiny stretches, tiny movements. Maybe you make circles with the ankles or with the wrists. You do some stretches like you do in the bed in the morning. Keep your eyes closed. Just slowly bring yourself out of the relaxing Shavasana. You can roll on one side in a fetal position. And slowly, when you're ready, open your eyes and come back to a sitting position. And here we inhale all the way up. We bring the hands together into the heart. And we bow. So thanks a lot for joining today. It was a fun practice. I hope it was not too much. You can let me know, you can unmute yourself. And maybe also you can let me know how's the meditation going.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Is the meditation getting easier for you guys?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go.
For me, it's still hard, but it's my second time. So.
Yeah, it needs some time. Yes. So at the beginning, it's really kind of a bit of a torture. Yeah. But with time, it gets better. I promise.
So I enjoyed it.